A very pleasant evening to one and all who is watching this video today. Hello everyone, welcome to the third class of our lecture series based on grammar, based on sentences. I really hope that you have already watched the previous videos and therefore I have decided to continue with the third video. Today we shall be learning about the kinds of sentences. We will first look at the definition of each of the sentence and we'll also look at certain examples. We will also be looking at the difference between different kinds of sentences. So without further ado, let's just begin. So, there are 5 different kinds of sentences. Okay. If I draw this, kinds of sentences. If I make a cloud, you will have assertive sentence. Okay. Next would be you can draw this chart, draw it. Okay, assertive sentence followed by imperative sentence, then comes interrogative sentence, and exclamatory sentence, and finally we have octative sentence. Octative sentence. These are some of the major kinds of sentences. Now we shall begin by looking at an assertive sentence. Please pause the video and note this down. I want you to write all the notes so that as you write, you also remember it, right? Writing something down with full focus and concentration will help you remember these 5 kinds of sentences. Although I am pretty sure all of you know all the things, but still, just for those children who do not know, I have decided to make this video. This will also be a recapitulation or your recap for the future classes which we will be looking at. Okay. Okay. So the first one will be assertive sentence. First one would be assertive sentence. Just kinds of sentences. Assertive sentence. Okay. What is an assertive sentence? Such sentences lay stress upon a certain fact. Assertion means to Emphasize. EMPHASIZE. Okay, EMPHASIZE. Assertion means to emphasize upon something. And assertive comes from the word assertion. You see, any kind of sentence which tries to stress upon a fact, it could be a fact, a scientific fact, or those sentences which tell us something in general. Okay, all those sentences we call assertive sentences. Each and every normal sentence that we make, what the sentences that I'm speaking right now to you, all of these sentences are assertive sentence. Normal sentences are assertive sentence. They just lay stress upon a fact. What do I mean by lay stress upon a fact? What I mean to say is that there is a fact and you're trying to convince the other person that this is what happened or this is what is true. So whenever you are trying to lay emphasize, जोर देकर अगर आप किसी बात को कह रहे हैं, that is what we call as an assertive sentence. ठीक है? Now, assertive sentences are of two types. One is affirmative sentence and the other is negative sentence. Write down. I'll try to use multiple chalks so that it looks attractive. I hope you'll find it slightly more attractive. Okay. There are two types of assertive sentences. There are two types of assertive sentences. Number one is your affirmative sentences, and number two would be negative sentences. Now, what do we mean by affirmative sentences? How many of you know the meaning of the word affirmation? Have you ever heard of the word affirmation? What do you do when you affirm something? You are laying stress upon something. You are saying something positive. Yes or no? You are saying something positive, something hopeful, right? Something which is true. All of those sentences will come under affirmative sentences. Normal positive sentences are what makes up for affirmative sentences. Normal positive sentences which you frame or which you come to hear, they are your affirmative sentences. Negative sentences, on the other hand, how do you identify a negative sentence? These negative sentences will always have no, not, never, no, not, never as certain words in the negative. Neither, nor, such words you will find in the negative sentences as well. Now, I want to write the definition of it. Let's see if we can manage it here. Okay. So, number one, affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentence. I suggest that you write along with me. Don't take a screenshot and keep. Nobody will take a screenshot. Sit with your copy and pen and then note everything down along with me. Okay? Affirmative sentences. I'll write it in such a language that that things will be simpler for you to understand. Normal positive sentences. Normal positive sentences make are affirmative affirmative sentences. Now, as I always emphasize, in my class, students will always participate in a very proactive manner. So now we'll discuss the examples. Let me give you 2 examples, and I want each one of you to write 5 examples of affirmative sentences on your own. So if I have to tell you an example, one would be, Rohit loves to sleep till the afternoon. Rohit loves to sleep till the afternoon. This is an affirmative sentence. And the second one would be the most common one, the earth revolves around the sun. Yes. Now you have to frame 5 affirmative sentences on your own. Write those sentences in your copy, and you can also share those examples with me in the comment section. Okay, so pause the video and write 5 affirmative sentences. Take. Okay. I'll write the 2 examples that I just said. For example, Rohit loves to sleep till the afternoon. He loves to sleep till the afternoon. And again, the earth revolves around the sun. And now you must write 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay? Now let's see what negative sentences are. Please pause the video, write the examples, and only then continue. I hope I have made myself very clear. Coming to negative sentences. All sentences which have no, not, no, not, never, neither nor, in them are called negative sentences. Just a minute. Are called negative sentences. Now here I want to draw your attention to this error that most people make. If in a sentence you use not 2 times, it turns out to be a positive sentence. For instance, you could think of a sentence like this. This sentence you don't have to write. He hates not he hates not completing his work. He hates not completing his work. I would like to draw your attention to a sentence like this. Okay. If you go by the meaning of the sentence, he hates not completing his work, it is actually a positive, it actually carries a positive meaning, that this person if he by chance if he has to leave his work incomplete because of any circumstance, he hates it, right? So this person is a punctual, hardworking person who hates to leave his work incomplete, right? So the meaning of the sentence is positive, but this not over here makes it a negative sentence. The meaning is positive, but the sentence is negative because we have the word not over here. This is one thing I wanted to draw your attention to. Okay, so even if the meaning of the sentence turns out to be a positive one, this not over here makes the sentence negative. I hope I made my point clear. I will give you more examples like this. You please note this down. Okay, for example, let's label it as 1. For example, 2. She hates not being complimented by her fans. Let's assume there is a superstar and she is slightly high-headed and she hates it when her fans do not compliment her. That is, she is constantly seeking the approval, the appreciation of her fans. That will be the meaning of this sentence. So she hates not being complimented, which implies she loves being complimented. She loves being complimented. Meaning wise, meaning of the sentence wise, meaning of the sentence wise. Okay, if we go by the meaning, then this is what it means. She loves being complimented. This is another way to state the same thing. She hates not being complimented. Now, you see we have written 2 sentences which have the same meaning, but we have turned around the arrangement of words in such a way that this is a negative sentence and this one is a positive sentence, and both of them mean the same thing. Questions like these you will face when we study transformation of sentences. Right now we are not going to learn transformation because I've kept that topic for the advanced level classes. Once we finish kinds of sentences, we practice the examples and we solve the exercises, then I'll take up the difficult topics like transformation of sentences, any kind of sentence into any another kind of sentence, and after that phrases and clauses. So you need to wait for that. Okay, right now focus on clearing your basics. So you have the word not over here. So this is a negative sentence. Negative sentence. I hope you have understood. If not, please let me know in the comment section below. Maybe I will be able to help you. And this one is an affirmative one. This one is an affirmative one. And both of them mean the same thing. Both of them meaning wise say the same thing. Okay? Yes. Now I want all of you to write 5 negative sentences on your own. You can go by this trying to phrase these kinds of sentences. And if you do practice or write these kinds of sentences, please write them in the comment section as well so that I can go through it. Okay? Yes. So 5 sentences which are negative in nature. You must write it, and if you wish to, you can share it in the comment section. Let's move on to the next kind of sentence, that is imperative sentences. Okay. Number 2, imperative sentences. Imperative sentences. These sentences are used to express a request, an order, a command, an advice, and the like. Since in English language, whenever you have to request something to someone, or you wish to give a command or an order, or if you want to give an advice to your friend, all the sentences that you will be framing in order to fulfill this comes under imperative sentences. Before you ask, there is no huge difference between order and command. But still, if you want a difference, an order is given by your parent to you, but a command is more official. A command shall be given to you by the teacher, and it will be directed at the students. An army officer or an IAS officer shall give you a command, but your teachers, your parents, they give you some orders. This is a very negligible, this is the only difference that I have ever found. It's up to you how you remember it. So these are imperative sentences. All those sentences which are used to give an advice. You should do this, you should not do that, you must study, it's late at the night, you should sleep. All kinds of sentences which give you some kind of an advice are imperative. All kinds of orders, please sit down, stand up, close the window, shut the curtains, and so on and so forth are your imperative sentences. Then, forward march, the army chief said to his platoon. So all of these commands like that, okay. The police, the SP ordered his men to, look for the criminal. Look for the criminal this way. Look for the criminal. This one sentence will become your imperative sentence. And finally, a request. Could you please lend me your pen? Could you please hand me a glass of water? Okay, can I please sit here? May I come in? Okay, all kinds of requests. So these are some of the examples that I gave you about imperative sentences. I will not give examples now. You will write examples, 5 examples of imperative sentences on your own. Okay, write the examples on your own. And before and without writing, do not move ahead with the video. Okay? And if this is your work, you must write these 5 examples in your copy. Yes. Next we have is interrogative sentences, right? Interrogative sentences. I know the definition part is slightly boring. I also feel bored. But it is important that you should know. Okay, I'm trying to make videos for those children who are very shy, who do not, wish to speak up in the class. If I mention everything, maybe they'll understand better. So even if you are a pro in this chapter, still I would say you can watch the video in a faster pace, but you should watch just for recapitulation. And all of you who struggle or you do not have the proper notes or easy notes in easy language, then you can just note it down and learn from here. Okay. Number 3 would be interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences. Okay. Interrogative sentences. Very simple. These sentences are used to ask questions. These sentences are used to ask questions. Very simple. There are 2 types of interrogative sentences. There are majorly 2 types of interrogative sentences. One is WH questions. And the second is yes/no questions. Now, this is slightly not in your curriculum, but still I thought I should mention it. WH questions will always begin with, what, why, where, and so on. All of them starting with what, why, where, when. How will also come here. How is also a part of WH questions. And yes/no questions are those whose answers you'll always get as yes or no. Did you eat your dinner? Yes. Did you study for 2 hours? Yes. Did you play for 5 hours? Yes. Those kinds of questions are yes/no questions. No need to get into the details of it, but I thought you should know. Coming to the next one. Okay, and before we go ahead, examples. And here I must tell class 7 students, I know that your question tags I could not complete in the school. I am addressing the students of St. Xavier's Doranda, class 7B. I know that I could not complete question tags with you. Once we discuss all kinds of sentences. Okay, this is interrogative sentence. After that, exclamatory and optative. Then we'll go through some exercise questions, and after that I will go to. I had thought of teaching you subject predicate, but I'll take a detour and teach you question tags. Once we finish the exercises of kinds of sentences, I will teach you question tags. Is it okay? I hope so. Now, examples. For example, here you can write examples. All of these will make sense. Why are you late? And I don't have to say this, but it always ends with a question mark. An interrogative sentence always ends with a question mark. All the assertive and imperative sentences, they always end with a full stop. Okay, next one. Did you have dinner? Did you have dinner? I want to think. You went to the event. Didn't you? All these are questions. Why are you late? This is a WH question. Did you have dinner? Yes, I had my dinner, or no, I did not have my dinner. Yes, no question. And this is one with the this is the one with a question tag. Didn't you? Didn't you? Makes up for a question tag. Right? So, you went to the event, didn't you? So, this becomes our question tag. All of these are interrogative sentences. Very well. Now, I want you to frame 3 more sentences. You can try the question tag thing looking at your book. You can use some question tags like didn't I already did. Could you, couldn't you, or shouldn't you, or won't you. You can frame questions, you can frame interrogative sentences using these. For instance, you could have completed the work, couldn't you? You could have completed the work, couldn't you? Shouldn't you? You should not waste your parents' money, should you? Or you should save money. You should save money, shouldn't you? Then won't you? I will be present. You will be present at the event. You will be present at the event, won't you? So basically, question tags are these last 2-3 words now, which change a sentence into a question. Those are question tags. We'll have a dedicated class on question tags very soon. So till then, just hold your horses, just hold your curiosity. We will study this in the near future. Okay, now let's move on to exclamatory sentences. Yes. Okay. We have space over here, no? Exclamatory sentence. Sentences which are used to express strong emotions. All the sentences which are used to express strong emotions come under exclamatory sentence are called You know what an exclamatory sentence is, don't you? Those words which have words of interjection in them. Wah, hooray, oh, alas. These words, when they are used in sentences, they make up for exclamatory sentence. For example, for example, how beautiful the day is. Second one. We won the match. We won the match. How could you do so? How could you lie to me? Okay. And one very classic example, alas, the king is dead. I want to draw your attention to a few things here. First of all, there is this misconception that exclamatory sentences, the mark of exclamation will always come at the end of a sentence or it will always come after a word. Both the things can happen. You see, all the sentences which I have written are exclamatory. In some of them, the mark comes at the end. The mark comes at the end. And in some, the mark comes in the middle after a certain word. Hurrah is a word of interjection. Interjection. Yes or no? It's a word of intersection. Similarly, alas also. It is also a word of interjection. And here again, it is coming towards the end of a sentence. This is one thing. The mark of exclamation can come anywhere, in the middle as well and at the end as well. Second thing, once you see that this mark is coming in the middle of the sentence, the next word will always begin with a capital letter. After the mark of exclamation, whatever word you write, it will always begin with a capital letter. You can see the word V. This is capital W. This is a capital WV. Here also, alas. This is a capital T. The king is dead. The king is dead. Okay, I made it slightly dirty. The king is dead. Okay? Yes. All of them are sentences which are exclamatory in nature. Now I want you to frame 5 sentences which are exclamatory in nature. I want all of you to write sentences, 5 sentences which are exclamatory in nature. You can get these sentences verified by ChatGPT, or you can exchange your notes with your friends and see whether their sentences are correct or not. You can also seek the help of your teachers at school to cross verify those sentences. Uh, So you will write examples. These many you will write. Next up, we have optative sentence. Now here children get confused a lot. Optative sentences are a kind of exclamatory sentences. In some books, you do not find the mention of optative sentence. In some schools, you are taught optative sentences as well. Some of them you are not taught optative sentence. So over here, use your discretion based on what you have been taught at school. I will teach you what optative sentences are nevertheless. Number 5 is your optative sentence. Okay. These sentences, are used to express a wish, or a prayer. They are used to express a wish or a prayer. For example, okay, and one more thing, they are a kind of exclamatory sentence. They end with a mark of exclamation. They end with a mark of exclamation. They always end with a mark of exclamation. Let's just go through the examples once. Okay. For example, may God bless you. Second, I wish I were the principal of this school. We shall pray for your well-being. We shall pray for your well-being. You know, children, one problem I find with the books, they limit the scope of exclamatory or optative sentences. Exclamatory sentences can be used to express many different kinds of emotions. It is not limited to happiness, sadness, or joy. Okay, alone. You could express confusion also. How could you do this to me? I did not get what happened right now. This person said something, that person said something, I am confused. And it with a mark of exclamation. So don't limit yourself. This is just the basic knowledge. You can use exclamatory sentences and imperative sentences or interrogative sentences in many creative ways. Don't limit yourself to the examples or the kind of things which are taught to school. Try to experiment with what are the other ways in which I can use these sentences. I want you to take risks. I want you to dare to frame a sentence which may look like an excellent example of an exclamatory sentence. Okay, so go out of your comfort zone when you are trying to frame sentences. Okay, yes. So these are your examples of optative sentence. You see, all of them end with the mark of exclamation. It always comes at the end. Here also I want you to frame 4 more sentences. You will frame 4 more sentences. Okay? Yes. So with this, we come to the end of the lecture. I know that last class I gave you a passage for translation. So I'll be giving you the answer key to the translation that we had done previously. Please open to you the page where you did your homework. I'll verbally go through this. Okay. I'll read the correct answer slowly so that you may match it. Okay. I just write this down. Pause the video, write this down, and then we can continue. Okay. So let's start. Just sit with a black pen and correct all the sentences. If you find that you have made a mistake, make a correction using a black pen or any other pen which is of a different colored ink. Okay. My name is Madan. Sohan is your brother. He is Mr. Prasad. Mr. Prasad. He is Mr. Prasad. You are Mrs. Jha. I am Mukul. My name is Rita. She is Sita. She is my sister. You are Rekha. You are my friend. I am Ruby. Your name is Raman. His name is Mr. Tiwari. His name is Rajiv. He is your servant. Her name is Lata. I am your friend. Once again, my name is Madan. Your brother is Sohan, or Sohan is your brother. Both are correct. He is Mr. Prasad. You are Mrs. Jha. I am Mukul. My name is Rita. She is Sita. She is my sister. You are Rekha. You are my friend. I am Ruby. Your name is Raman. His name is Mr. Tiwari. His name is Rajiv. He is your servant. Her name is Lata. And I am your friend. Now, note down one more passage for translation. I know I am also tired and so are you, but we need to get going, right? We need to get going. This is the last thing. Write one passage in Hindi and then we can bid adieu to each other. Okay, I am erasing this part. यह रेखा की कलम है। रामू रमेश का भाई है। मिस्टर शर्मा कमला के पिता हैं। यह हरी का हाथ है। वह रीता की घड़ी है। यह संजय का बॉक्स है। I know for many students this will seem very simple. Still, if you could do it verbally or by writing, that I would highly appreciate it. And then there are those who are struggling to learn English. This is a must for you. You must solve this. Okay? यह चित्रा का नौकर है। यह चित्रा का नौकर है। वह शाम की स्लेट है। शाम की स्लेट है। श्री सिन्हा कुमुद के पिता हैं। श्री सिन्हा कुमुद के पिता हैं। यह उमेश की साइकिल है। यह उमेश की साइकिल है। वह रामू का झोला है। वह रामू का झोला है। वह मदन का घर है। वह मदन का घर है। वह श्री बोस का कोट है। वह श्री बोस का कोट मतलब पहनने वाला कोट जो होता है ना, COAT कोट वाला। ओके, कोट है। एंड द लास्ट लाइन, अच्छा सेकंड लास्ट, मैं राजन का दोस्त हूँ। सीता श्री झा की पुत्री है। सीता श्री झा, श्रीमान झा की पुत्री। Write this. If you write one paragraph of Hindi every day, it will, after a month, you will be very skilled in writing Hindi. So write it. Write the question and then write the answer. All right, children. With this, we come to the end of the class. I hope that you are still alive after watching it, because I myself find it very boring. I love when we have to practice questions. That is when I get excited. And I think that is the case with you too. Never mind. Next class we'll meet and we'll solve good number of questions. So till then, see you. I'll meet you in the next class. Goodbye.